Hey Red, hey Pitchfork, can you guys hear me? I don't know if my audio is working or not. Can you hear me, Pitch? I see you wrote testing, testing. I'm not sure if my microphone is working. Oh, good. Okay, thank you, Red. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. Uh, hey, how does my screen look? Can you see things okay? Or should I? I mean, I know my screen looks like shit. Yeah, I don't have any music. It's just me. Okay, thank you, Pitchfork. I know it's early. I started 5 minutes early because I expected there to be hiccups. I had to wrestle with things a little bit because I'm new for setting this up. I didn't wanna keep people waiting. Thanks, Red. Thanks for the feedback. Pitchfork says 5 by 5. I don't know what 5 by 5 means. So let me just jump over to this. I was going to show a short video at some point. You guys can see my screen okay. Is my resolution too high? Is it making you guys crazy? Should I lower the resolution of my screen? Oh, there's 5 current viewers here. What the heck? So there's only Pitchfork and Red who have identified themselves. Haha. But there's 3 other people here. Oh, Jason. Hey, Jason. Howdy. Oh, good. And so, Jason, thank you for the feedback. Um, so, is the screen viewable, guys? Can you see things okay, or is my resolution too high? I could lower my screen resolution. Okay, good. Thank you, Pitchfork. I appreciate it. I appreciate the feedback, guys. Oh, there's 7 concurrent viewers here, but only 3 people have identified as men today. All right, not just any old men, motorcycle men. So I'm just chilling for a moment, giving people a chance to trickle in, and then I'll get started at 8. I kind of prepared a little bit of stuff to show you guys, and oh, thank you. I'm on top chat. Let me change to live chat. Oh, Bezzy K is here. I just changed to live chat. So let me say hi to Bezzy. Hi, Bezzy. Oh, Bezzy's not there. Not yet. Hey, thanks. Oh, so loud. You're from the boondocks of North Carolina. Red is in North Carolina also. How about that? You guys are neighbors. But thanks for that tip, Pitchfork. I changed my chat to live chat so that I don't miss stuff, and I was able to pick up some um, things. I was able to pick up some missing chat comments. So yeah, I was gonna talk mostly about motorcycles. I was gonna touch maybe just a little bit upon some of the craziness going on in the world, but oh, now we've lost 3 viewers. We're down to 5 viewers. Oh well, that's okay. Maybe post the link in Discord. Don't switch. I'm gonna say hi, guys, live here if you want to join. Bam. Oh, interesting. It says this can't be posted because it contains content blocked by this server. Huh. That's weird. Um, Let me see if I can. I posted on Angry D's Discord. What the hell? Angry D had to kill a bird because he had ants eating him from the inside. Holy crap, that's fucking disgusting. Holy crap, man. God damn. I'm on Angry D's Discord for the moment. Space Goat is over there on Angry D. No prob. Space Goat. Space Goat says he's too tired, he can't join. Let me. Oh yeah, here it goes. Thank you. Oh, Ghost. Oh, and Pitchfork's over on Crash Test Goat's Discord, and Ghost 1000 is over there. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Pitchfork. Thank you very much. Then jumping back over to where the heck I was. I guess Ghost. I was here. Oh, and Pitchfork's over on so Crash Test Goat's, I know it's 8 o'clock. I'll give folks a minute to yeah. All right. Thank you, Pitch. Join. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know, Pitch. Maybe some people popped in just for a moment. Oops. Some people popped in just for a moment, maybe to check it out, and didn't like it. Hey, Rooster, Red, I'm doing fine, thank you. But yeah, I don't know, Pitchfork. Sometimes people might have gotten a notification and they weren't interested in watching. They just popped in to say hi for a moment and took off. Some people popped in just for a moment, maybe to check it out, and didn't like it. Hey, Rooster, Red, can you hear me okay? Red, Pitchfork says he can't hear. Here, Angry. There's Angry D. Watching, they just popped in to say hi for a moment. Angry D, it's good to see you. Thank you very much for joining. I was going to jump in just a sec. Yep, there's Angry D. Yep, the world famous Angry D. Red, can you hear my audio? Do you hear me talking? Or Angry D, can you hear? Because Pitchfork says he can't hear. Okay, yeah, all right. Thanks, Angry. Dustin, whatever. I'll talk. I'll skip the typing. It's a old habit. I'm so used to typing in the chat, and I'm not an accomplished streamer by any means. Okay, cool, Pitchfork. You can hear me. Thank you. Well, hey, I was gonna jump into things just for a moment to get started, and then we might have to backtrack a little bit. I think Bezzy K is gonna join. I'm not sure. She kind of said, "Oh, okay, yeah." Pitchfork says he had to restart the stream. So, well, hey, I was gonna share a few things with you guys, but I'm also interested in doing whatever you guys want to talk about. So I was going to talk about ECU maps with motorcycles, and I was going to mention how I've stopped listening to the radio because I'm mostly on a motorcycle, almost never in a car. I had that epiphany that I'm not up to date with contemporary pop music because I don't listen to the radio. I just listen to old songs that I like from the past. And I was going to touch upon some of these different things just for a moment. And then depending upon how this goes, if it goes smoothly and if there's an interest, I might have another live stream tomorrow night. I don't know if you can see this stuff. Will make it a little bit bigger. Home. Because I don't listen to the radio, I just listen to old songs that I like from the past. Bigger. There we go. So jumping over to, we're looking at your, oh, okay, yeah. If there's an interest, I might have another live stream tomorrow night. I don't know if you can. Oh, all right. There's a little bit of an echo, you say. I don't know why there's an echo. Sorry about that, guys. I'll maybe work that kink out later. I don't know what would be causing an echo. There's a little bit of an echo, you say. No, I don't have my speakers on, guys. It's just me. There's no. I'll maybe work that kink out. Yeah, sorry, I don't have any. It's silent here. It's dead silent where I'm at. I don't have my speakers going. I don't believe I have two microphones. I've only got one microphone. The microphone's in that web camera there. Anyway, I don't know. I could turn my. Yeah, I'm using OBS. Yes, Angry. I'm using OBS Studio. In fact, here, I'll put it on the screen so you can see it. There it is, OBS, OBS. The microphone's in the webcam there. Anyway, I don't know.
Let me see what Andrew says.
Yeah, I'm using OBS. Yes.
Guess where you're
OBS
doing your
studio.
live stream.
In fact, here, I'll put it on the screen.
Guess where you're doing your live stream. Sold Out says that.
OBS. Yeah, no, my headphones are down on the ground. I mean, I could put my headphones on. I mean, I don't know what purpose it would serve. I'll see what I sound like. I don't know. Guess where you're doing your live stream. Oh, I might have an idea. Yeah, no, my headphones are down on the ground. I mean, I could put my headphones on. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to see what the. Oh, maybe this thing. Let me do this. Oh, I might have an idea. Is this better now? Has the echo gone away? Maybe. It could be that the. I had a version of the thing going and maybe it was getting picked up. Anyway, I was going to talk about why do you say Angry D is lost? He's not lost. He popped in to say hi and thanks, I appreciate it. So one quick thing I was going to show you guys. I was going to talk about ECU maps just to get feedback. I'm going to go on a rant for 1 minute and then I'll look at the chat to check in. Why do you say angry? I know you guys know this. ECU maps map the fuel air mixture and how the engine's going to operate based on the throttle and the RPMs and temperature and all kinds of other stuff. And you can flash your ECU. But I had this thing that I was going to say where there's this, where is it, this thing. There's this, I don't know if you guys can see this, I'll blow it up a little bit bigger. There's this representation of the fuel map that shows in the bottom left corner idle, and then down here you're decelerating, and then here you're cruising, and here you're accelerating, and here you're wide open throttle, and this says rarely used, whatever. So this is actually for an automobile, it turns out, but you know, same kind of thing, they have ECUs. So what I was thinking is this region is covered by the MSF beginner course, where you learn how to go forward at 5 miles an hour and maybe turn the bike and just do stuff in a parking lot, and you're good enough to get to a gas station and maybe put gas in the bike, and that's about it. And then as you go a little bit further, up in the top right corner, there's Crash Test Goat, who's like ultra go fast. And hey, Angry D knows how to ride like a mofo. I rode with them, and you're pretty snappy, Angry. I'm snappy too, but I was at a severe disadvantage when I hooked up with you in Dallas because I was so freaking worn out, man. I gotta explain, I'm not near the pussy that you might have thought I was, because I did 940 miles the first day, and you gotta remember that I had cancer. I had stage 4 lung cancer, and I was going through chemotherapy, and I was between chemotherapy sessions 5 and 6, and I did an iron butt on a fucking sport bike. And then the next day, I did 660 miles. So I was so worn out. And then, I mean, I was like dead, and I had a lot of trouble finding my hotel in Houston because I had the, you know, chemo brain shit going on. So I got in really late, and then I woke up early the next morning, and I rolled up, and I got rained on twice going to fucking Dallas to hook up with you. So by the time I got to see you, I was so frazzled and worn out and dead angry that I wasn't really feeling that lively. And you're on your MT-07, and you can make that thing sing. So I'm just explaining that I was not myself. You did not see the ordinary Dean, because I was pretty worn out. But anyway, the point is that Angry D is pretty damn fast, and he knows how to ride like nobody's business. He's a solid rider. But I have to say, I think freaking Crash Test Goat is. Show you in a moment what I mean by that, because the dude knows how to make his bike sing. So, and then, let's see, two, let me go three. Then there's stunters like Brian 636. I hooked up with him in Chicago. I rode my ass to Chicago on my Ninja 650 to join his stunters ride. And then, hang on. I'm going to talk to you guys in a second. Stage 4, distance riders, you know, like people who get long miles, like I did, like an idiot that one time, a couple times. And then there's there's this area here. I'm going to tell you what that line means in a second. I'm going to go back to it, but then there's my definition of a go fast guy is anybody that goes hits 120 or better. But I just want to look at the chat real quick. Oh, So Loud says he can't hear. Oh, let me check my phone. Pitchforks. Hey, Bezzy K's here. Hi, Bezzy. Pitchforks asking me if I can play guitar like Angry D. No, I don't think so. I'm looking at Red's text message. Damn it. Oh, let me check my phone. I'm going too fast. Pitchforks. I gotta go slowly or else I'll lock up on it. Okay. Dean, look at your phone. I'm looking at my phone. Like Angry D. No, I don't think so. I'm looking at Red's text. Yeah, I don't. Anyway, I looked at my phone. I don't see anything of significance. Red. Hey, Lucas. Oh, Lucas, good to see you. And Bezzy, Miki. Hey, oh, there's 11 people here, and I see a lot of familiar faces. Okay, it's great to see you. So Loud says he can't hear me. Yeah, sorry, my audio might be a little bit goofed up. I'm still working out the kinks. Bezzy, I don't know if you could tell me if you can hear me or not. Is the audio okay for you? But going back to the fuel map, there's distance riders, and hang on, there's a point to all this. So Loud says he can't hear me. 6, 7. Oh, and then stunters. I don't consider you a balance stunter unless you do a balance point wheel. It's not enough just to lift the wheel an inch or two off the ground. You know, just about everybody's done that. Just about everybody's lifted the back wheel. But until you've actually done a stoppie where you rolled on your front wheel, or you've hit balance point on a wheelie, I don't think you're a stunter. I'm not a stunter, I admit to it. And then, lastly, there's weekend posers. And so this area here, in my mind, I think of this as, I call this area dumb fuckistan. Because you've taken the MSF class and you've learned how to ride, but you've not progressed much beyond that, and your bike sits in the garage most of the time, and you bring it out maybe once a month if you're lucky, if even. And you never really do much. You don't go any long rides, you don't stunt, and you don't go fast. so what good are you? So, and I'm not trying to be too judgmental on these folks, but I'm just saying, these are the weekend posers where you can light up your bike, you can ride around town at about 35 miles an hour and put gas in it and do that like maybe 3 or 4 times a year. I think of riders as being like mapping up on an ECU map, kind of like this. So let me show you something that you might get a kick out of. And this I'm not trying to piss you off, Dustin, Angry D, at all. I think this would be helpful to you guys maybe, and this might be helpful to Crash Test Go. But here's some of the most popular YouTube channels as of 2024. Notice that there's some familiar faces. It says nothing to do with motorcycles, but some of these are up at, like, you know, this is 250 million. That's a lot subscribers. But what we want to look at is those popular YouTubers in relationship with motovloggers. At the time in 2024, that Walterific was one of the leading motovloggers, which was kind of unexpected. But hang on, there's something noteworthy here. Here's where we were. Angry, I'm sorry I don't have your numbers up there, but I think you were at 60,000 subscribers back then. Crash Test Goat was at 60, and then there's like Doodles, this and that, and like Walterific's way up here. He had a surprising presence, all these different folks. But here's the real telling thing. This is where we are today. So I'm comparing 2 years ago, against present day. And I'm showing the winners and the losers. And Walterific, believe it or not, is a little bit of a loser. He's lost subscribers, and he probably doesn't have the same channel content, but winners are Itchy Boots, Fort9, Chase on 2 wheels set the frickin' world on fire. Look at how much he increased. K had a strong presence, and he's much higher. Brian 636 has done great. Max Wrist has actually done surprisingly well. He's not exactly my cup of tea, but you got to give him his due. And then Jigsaw has done quite well, but Killa Cam, he kind of fell off the map. He's barely existing, you know. But you recognize all these different names. What I was going to suggest to you, Angry D, and also Crash Test Goat, is you guys might consider getting a VPN for your rig. I don't know if you use one, but Crash Test Goat had mentioned that he gets more subscribers when he uses his phone and he's away from home, and he thinks that his IP address is being shadow banned. And I don't know if that's happening to you, Angry, but you might, if you don't have a VPN, you might think about getting one, because it'll help, you know, get your videos out to more people, and you get more notifications to people for your live streams, and it can only help you. I don't see how it could hurt you. And then I had this map from a long time ago that kind of illustrates what how these different YouTube people go. Like there's the Go Fast people like Jigsaw, Crash Test Goat, Killa Cam, Cyan Army up here, and then there's Excitement on the right, or there's Safety on the left, like Motojitsu, Jerry Palandino, MC Rider, Dan the Fireman, and then down at the bottom there's the social engagement side, K, Fastlane. What was it? Fastlane, yeah. Anyway, it's just my 2 cents on things. I don't know. Let me look at the chat. I'll check in. So, no, I know, Angry, of course, you don't have to stunt to be a good rider. Of course. Stunting is just a thing. And you don't have to... Oh, thanks, Lucas. It says I'm on the stick with the data. And you don't have to go like a bat out of hell to be a good rider. You can do the speed limit and obey the law and still be an outstanding rider. And you don't have to... Red, you asked a question. Where's Angry D? He's in Dallas. Why are you asking? Oh, I know Angry. I know. I'm not trying to compare anybody against Crash Test Goat. I'm just using him as an example, the same way that I use Ghost Rider out of Sweden, or Max Wrist, or K, or Yammy Noob. I mean, look, I'll show you. Let's see. I'm not trying. Yeah, I know, Angry. You're right. But you know, I totally get it, Angry. Don't get me wrong. I mean, look at the bullshit that some people do to get views. That one guy put on a helmet and pajamas, and he was dancing around like a clown, and he got a bunch of views, and I think he crashed his bike because he didn't know what the hell he was doing. But no, I mean, you don't want to sell your soul, and you don't want to be untrue to yourself. You need to be true to yourself. But I'm just saying, Yammy Noob, love him or hate him, the dude's got a lot of subscribers. Walterific, he's actually not even that good of a rider. He fucking crashed his bike at least twice, maybe 3 times. I've never crashed, guys. Not to say that I'm not going to, but he doesn't even go fast. he's on 650, and he's just tooling around town, being, you know, a nice person. Motojitsu's you know, whatever. Everyone's got to be true to themselves. Oh, okay. Now, okay. Sorry, Angry. and he's just maybe not. Oh, angry. You're right. I am not trying to pass myself off. I'm just an observer. But you're right. I'm the last person that anybody should take any YouTube advice from. I admit it. I have. I have 468 subscribers. I suck. Okay, bye, Angry. Good seeing you. I'm glad you popped in. I'm the last person that. Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, you know, Bezzy, I like Walterific also. I know, Angry. I freely admit that I suck. I admit it. What do you want? What do you want from me? I ride my bicycle and I ride my motorcycle and I like people and I make observations about things. No, I'm not telling you how to get views. I'm not telling you. I'm just making an observation. I'm just sharing with you guys what I see in the real world. This is raw data, and it's not open for debate. How you interpret it is an entirely different story, and everyone is free to interpret things as they feel. And when I showed this representation, this is just my interpretation, representation of things. I might be way off. I mean, what Angry, I would put you on the excitement side, and I would even put you on the riding skills. I would put you like up around here. You have, to me, Angry, and I'm telling you how you hit with me, whether you like it or not. I think of you as having solid riding skills, and you're a go-fast guy, and you have a high degree of excitement, and you have some social engagement, maybe, but not near to the extent of these guys down here, because you know you're not a K, obviously, you're not a Doodles. Anyway, there's all these different types of people. Look, Spite, you know, a lot of people don't really care so much for Spite. They don't care about squid tips. This is the guy that has the OnlyFans page. We're talking apples and oranges and pears and watermelons. It's a mishmash. Let me just check in. No, William, hang on. I don't think Angry D is a baby. I'll tell you, I respect the hell out of Angry D. I love Angry D. He is a solid dude. He has a heart of gold. He's my kind of a guy. I like him. He can be a little harsh sometimes, but he's brutally honest. I'm going to show you two videos. Oh, I like him. He can be a little harsh sometimes, but he's brutally honest. I'm going to show you two videos. Oh, I like him. He can be a little harsh sometimes, but he's brutally honest. I'm going to show you two videos. Oh. Okay, sorry, I got disconnected, guys. Sorry about that. I dropped off. Hey, Angry, I was okay. Sorry, I was saying, Angry, I don't know if you missed it. I'm not trying to irritate you at all, and I don't blame you for finding this annoying. I'm just presenting raw data and how it hits with me, and I might be completely wrong. I'm not trying to convince anyone, and like I said before, I don't mean to be wearing myself out. I admit that I suck. I'm terrible. I don't even pretend to be a YouTuber. I got 460 views. I'm not monetized. I mean, look at me. I'm a joke. I admit it.
Alright guys, so as we have said, the desperation is reaching epic level. Alright guys, so as we have said, the desperation is reaching epic level. Alright guys, so as we have said,
look at my dashboard, guys. I've gotten one new subscriber in the last 28 days. I'm 406. I got 464 subscribers. I admit that I suck, Angry. What do you want from me? But what I was also saying is that I love Angry D to pieces. And I know he can be a little bit harsh at times, but I don't care. I love him to pieces. He's a good guy. I think I can stop this. Let me stop that. Hopefully I'm still going. Am I still going? Oh man, I hope I didn't kill the live stream. I think I'm still going. I can't tell if I'm going though. Let me just see. Hang on. Oh, that is how channels grow or shrink. Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you, Jason. Yeah, sorry. I'm new to this, guys. I'm really rough at it. Um, so, gasps. Thank you, Miki. Okay. Oh, thanks, Miki. Sorry, I've been ignoring the chat. I'll look at chat for a second. Oh no, Lucas, I'm not being hard on myself. I'm being honest, but thanks. No, it's all cool. It's all cool. So let me just bounce around for a second real quick. I was going to show you, there's this one little tiny video. This is pointless. This is me on my Fireblade. I'm going to get radiation here. This is from 2 weeks ago. And Angry, you've gone way faster than me. I've gotten up to 145. But I try not to go too quick because I don't want to get too many tickets. I've only gotten one ticket so far in front of that one cop, which was totally stupid, I admit it. But here I'm gonna zip right along. But right now, California has a new thing. I think this is a felony if you go over 100 if they catch you. Now it's unlikely that they're going to catch a glimpse of you unless you do it right in front of a cop like I did. I hit 110 in front of a cop. But I split lanes like crazy, and I go faster than most riders. But I do okay. But I don't set the world on fire. I don't think I'm as accomplished or experienced as you, Angry, or a lot of you, Pitchfork, whatever. I'm just having fun on my bike. You can have a ton of fun on a Grom or an R3. It doesn't matter what you're on. This isn't nearly as exciting as watching some of Angry D's videos or Crash Test Goat's videos. Look at how people are very polite. Did you see that guy move out of the way? People are so polite in California to motorcycles, it's unbelievable. I've had almost no bad experiences with cars. Oops. Yeah, ended that thing. Yeah, whatever. I had this other thing to show you guys, but let me check in on the chat just for a second. Extra thumbs up for Dean. Oh, thank you, thank you, Breezy. Hey, Bezzy, Breezy, all the same. No, Angry, I am not claiming to be an expert, dude. You're hearing voices. You're hallucinating, dude. Has anyone ever heard me say that I'm an expert or try to pass myself off as an expert on YouTube or motorcycles? I'm an expert at bicycle racing. I can race bicycle. I'm in Southern California, Lucas. I live in Yorba Linda, and my territory is basically all of Orange County. I get up to LA and down to San Diego, but no, yeah, I'm extremely good at some things. I'm halfway okay at motorcycles. I I I'm not even average at YouTube. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm a 1 on YouTube in all respects. Um, so anyway, so hey, real quick, Breezy Bezzy, she is a sweet person. There's a lot of kind people in this stream, whether it be Angry's or other people's. Yeah, in fact, here I'm going to pull up Google Maps. Google Maps. I'm not gonna dox you, Bezzy. Don't you worry. But let me go over here. Let me go over here. Where the hell are we? Here we go. Here we go. In fact, I'll share something meaningful. This is going to be redundant for Pitchfork and Red, but let me just show you real quick. I'm in this area down here, Yorba Linda. See this? I don't know. Is that clear to everybody? And so Disneyland is right over here in Anaheim, and Los Angeles is up here, and Bezzy K lives up in like this area. I don't know. Do you live like near Tehachapi, maybe? I mean, I could look it up, but I don't want to right now. But you live about 2 hours away from me, Bezzy. And I might pop up there to visit Bezzy and Benelli if Linnell, I guess, if I go up to, where is it? I might be going up to Mendocino on a motorcycle trip. And if I do, I was going to stop by there because I'd be going through the neighborhoods. So I was going to show this thing that I was planning to do, but before I do, let me check in on chat real quick. Yeah, you're in the mountains, Bezzy. Jason says, especially since most people don't even do the most simple maintenance on their bikes. Yeah. So yeah, I do my own maintenance on my bike, Jason. I'm not going to set any records for being top notch, but I change my oil and brakes and air filter and whatever else. See, oh, road rash style. I missed the conversations. Yeah, angry. You got that right. I mean, there's places, you guys. There are some freaking outstanding places to ride a motorcycle in California. Unbelievably good. And so the places that are really cool, there's a bunch of places around by me. There's Glendora Mountain, there's Mount Palomar. All these places I've ridden my bicycle. I do it for training purposes. I'm looking for Mount Palomar. And then there's up to Big Bear. But the really well-known places are Mulholland and Malibu Canyon. Outside of Santa Monica and Malibu, Topanga. This whole area here, guys, this is like frickin' motorcycle heaven. There's Jay Leno lives up this way, and there's a biker bar here called Neptune's Bar. I've only ridden up to it once, and then I rode Topanga, and I rode Mulholland Canyon and a few other places, and it's absolutely spectacular, guys. I mean, twisties and the views are beautiful. And I've never been. I mean, I've been through Big Sur, but I've never ridden my motorcycle up there. But Big Sur is like dying and going to heaven. Big Sur. Let me show you. Oh, that doesn't look like shit. Somewhere. Anyway, it's so picturesque. Oh, okay, that just happened to be a shitty place. Because you're right on the ocean, and you got like a fantastic view, but it's breathtaking. And then you get up, if you get up to like where that is, Half Moon Bay, Redwood City outside Palo Alto. I've ridden my bicycle all through here. Here's Half Moon Bay. Here's La Honda Road. There's a city called La Honda. They've got redwoods here. Oh my God, guys, California is such a beautiful state. If only it wasn't so fucked up from a political standpoint. But it's really nice. Okay, so here's the thing that I was going to talk to you about for GoFast. I was going to talk about the GoFast thing, but let me check with the chat real quick. Yeah, the Hatch-P Loop. Yeah. I mean, Lucas, it's so cool. Check that stuff out. There's guys that have videos of stuff, and it's oh, Breezy, your mom grew up in Anaheim. How about that? Yeah, that's like just next door. Here's something I'm thinking about doing, guys. I would like to be able to have bragging rights to say that I went 180 miles an hour on my fucking motorcycle. And there's a toll road, and it's got this downhill, and there's this separation where all the traffic is going east, and there's very, very little traffic going west, and I go west. And here's some poor dude on a KTM. He's splitting lanes. He's going to cut over, whatever. He's on a little KTM, whatever. I don't know what this is, a 390, a Duke or whatever. I don't know. piece of shit. Not that it's a nice bike as long as the camshafts aren't falling apart on you. So what this thing looks like is there's a toll booth right here. Here's the Windy Ridge Toll Plaza. And then it's a downhill, and the road splits with the plastic poles down the middle, and one side goes east with all the traffic, and then going west is clear, and I go west because I'm heading over to Yorba Linda. And so this turn, cars don't like to take this turn at 80 miles an hour. Cars slow down to about 70 miles an hour, sometimes 60 even. I take this turn at like maybe 80 on my motorcycle, and that's pushing it a little bit for me. I reason that I could safely do 100 in this turn and make the turn. I could probably do well more than that if my life depended upon it, but in terms of like, choice, I'm only comfortable up to about 100, and my preference would be to be at 80. But what I was doing was I was analyzing things to say that if I was going 100 miles an hour at the toll plaza at the top, and then I pick up speed, and then right there is where the fence starts, where those poles were. And I figured I could be going about 160 miles an hour comfortably during those it's like a little bit less than a mile, almost 1.3, 1.4 miles, to be getting up to about 160. And the fence starts right there. And so if I go like full throttle, I might be able to get up to 200. The bike will do it. The question is, do I have the balls to do it? I've already checked the times, the acceleration, everything. My bike will go 200 miles an hour pretty easily. It's got 189 horsepower stock, and it's flashed. And it's supposed to do 186, but wink, wink, it'll do better than that. But it's flashed, so I should have no trouble getting up to 200. But from the time I can't hit 160 until the fence starts. I probably won't be going much over 160, and then I got to really open it up, and it's going to take some time to get up to 200. I might not make 200, maybe I only make 180. I'd be happy with 180. But then I've got to, I can hold the throttle wide open for 10 seconds, and then I figure I've got 15 seconds to close the throttle, feather the brakes, maybe get on the brakes, but not hard. But 15 seconds to decelerate from 200 or 180 down to 100 so I can make the goddamn turn. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Let me check the chat. Do you guys think I'm out of my mind? Dean, ever get a chance to do it? No, Lucas, I've never done a track day on my motorcycle ever. I'm not sure that I will. Maybe I will, but right now it's not on my radar. But I've raced my bicycle on the velodrome track like 1,000 times. I mean, that's an exaggeration. I've raced it 400 times, but I've ridden on the track 10,000 times when you look at training and everything. But I realize apples and oranges. Track bike on a bicycle is different from racing a motorcycle on a track. So let me just see what other people say here. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Jason, I don't know. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but you know what? No. I've only seen a cop on the shoulder one time in my whole goddamn life on that 241 on that section. Now, the other parts of the 241, you bet your ass. They got a cop parked. In fact, I could show you. You've got a cop. I'll tell you right now where they've got him. When you come down this Windy Ridge Toll Plaza, and it's windy, guys. I get pushed around. The wind kind of sucks. Depending upon the day, it's not good. Anyway, you come down this thing, and then you come around this corner, and there's a cop sitting right here. And so I'm usually going like 100 or maybe better than 100. But I decelerate down to about 80 or 75 right about here. Just close the throttle, come around the turn, and there's Mr. Police Officer sitting right there to radar, or sometimes sitting over here. So this section here is a really, really great place to get a ticket in a car or on a motorcycle. But this section right here Only one time in my whole life have I ever seen a cop. And so that's why I chose this section. It's relatively free of traffic. It's downhill. The ridge is blocking the wind, so the wind is generally pretty favorable. It's calm. You don't have to worry about headwind or getting pushed around or gusts or any other bullshit, which is kind of important if you're going really fast. And there's just no cops. There's never any fucking cops here. So that's why oops, that's the wrong side. That's going uphill towards the thing. Let me go here. Yeah, so here, see this thing? There's no cops here ever. There's no point. Now I will say this. Sometimes there's a cop sitting up this way. There used to be cops sitting up here because people would be kind of creeping in at the last minute because they didn't want to commit to being in all that stopped traffic. And so they used to have a cop sitting there, but ever since they put these the fence thing up separation, which they did about 2 years ago, 3 years ago with this thing, I haven't seen any cops here ever, not a one. And that's why I was thinking, I mean, this is like if a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound? The only person I'm going to hurt is myself if I lose control and whatever. But I'm not going to hit any cars. It's wide open. There's no cops. This is the closest thing to having your own track. And that's why I was thinking about doing this. So, hey, can you guys give me some feedback in the chat? Am I stupid to think about doing this? Should I not do it? Should I do better things with my time? The reason that I had 160 and 180 in mind is I want to be able to say I've gone north of what a 600 cc bike will do, 600 class bike. And if you want to know the truth, I'd like to say that I went faster than what a Gixxer 750 can do. Just so I could have bragging rights to say, yep, I'm on a 200 horsepower leader bike, and I went faster than you can go than those other bikes. But let me just see, is that stupid or not? Oh, Nick Nack says, cool. Nick Nack, thanks. You're very kind. You've always been a very kind person. Thank you. Yeah, Miki, hey. So I'm just catching up with the chat. Yeah. So yes, Bezzy. It's fun and scary. And guys, I got to tell you something. I don't really have many fears. I'm not afraid to jump on a motorcycle. I'm not afraid to split lanes. I'm not afraid to go fast within reason. But I will admit this, once I hit 120, oh my God, it takes a lot for me to push through 120. There's these voices in your head that are saying, no, it's your survival instinct kicking in. And everybody likes to talk big and think they're like, you know, a badass. But when pushing above 120 is quite difficult for me. I need to fight my my good angel, I guess. And then above 140, I mean, shit's happening so fast. I've been there, and that's like quick. And so going back to this thing, guys, there's Crash Test Goat has made some good points, and as he put it, you need seat time. Obviously, you need seat time to get good at doing anything. And one of the problems is most people don't have much seat time at full throttle. Everybody's got seat time at 5,000 RPMs, 6,000 RPMs, 7,000 RPMs. Very few people get above 10,000 RPMs where their bike's going to come alive. So let me just look in the chat real quick. How many of you get above? Oh, okay. Lucas says, hopefully Dean will have a fresh chain. My chain's in good shape. My chain is about 5,000 miles old, 6,000 miles old, but it's looking good. Going down to 140, I have fear I can't get back up to 160, 180. Yeah, no, Mickey, yeah, it takes some fucking balls to go like 160, 180 miles an hour. And I'll tell you, people make it look easy in the videos. Maybe they get used to it, but it all boils down to uh, have you acclimated to it? You got to get used to it. I mean, I don't know about you, but motorcycles are terrifying when you first get on them. Even at the MSF class, this heavy bike and this thing rumbling between your legs and a little freaking BMW 350, whatever, thing's heavy. But you acclimate and you become desensitized to things. And so it's all about becoming desensitized. That's how it is with lane splitting. I've split lanes so much, guys, that I could just like half my riding is lane splitting. All I do is fucking lane split. I swear to God. I've said this so many times. I've split at least 50,000 cars. It might be 100,000 cars. I split about, I guess I should say, well, no, I'm splitting. The traffic's moving at about 5, 10, 30 miles an hour, and I'm splitting about 20, 30 miles an hour faster than them. I probably split at least 500 cars every time I ride. And sometimes that's 5 times a week. So I'm splitting about 2,000, 3,000 cars a week. And that doesn't count when there's like heavy traffic through Los Angeles. There's some days where I'll split 2,000 or 3,000 cars in one day because they're stopped dead. and I'm going for like miles. But anyway, the point is I have very little seat time up above 120. I flirt with 120, and I've occasionally gotten up to 140, 145, and that's it. And so it's a whole new experience, and you're almost a new rider. And for people that live up at 160, 180 or better, oh my God, I have massive respect, but that's not me. I don't know how you do that and stay alive and stay out of jail at the same time, or prison, God. Hey Seth, it's good to see you, man. I'm glad you showed up. Thank you. Oh, I don't know why is that thing showing up? I'm looking at some stupid old. I'm looking at some old video from before, I guess. Let me look at the chat. So I missed it, Pitch. What happened? Turns at speed are one thing, yes. Yes. Speed in the street has never been, yeah. So yeah, I hear you, Pitch, and you're right. It's a hell of a lot easier to go straight than it is to take a turn fast. Yeah, so Knick-Knack, I wanted to mention something, and I wanted to, yeah, we got like 10 minutes left. The wind at 85 miles an hour is actually pretty damn fast because, oops, I used to have this helmet, and I know this is like a dork helmet. It's a dork bell helmet, but it's big. It was too big for my head. It was the wrong size. But this thing would catch the wind, so I'd have to stay behind the screen, which is no big deal. But even at 85 miles an hour, you turn your head and the wind catches it, and it's like it wants to take your head off. And so now I've got my showy helmet, which is smaller and it's more aerodynamic. But what I was going to say is when you're on a sport bike, the wind goes up over you and you are not in the wind. I don't know how anybody goes 100 miles an hour on a naked bike. Forget about 120 or 140. And so what I was going to say is that when you're on a sport bike going at those speeds, you're tucked in and you're not in the wind. It doesn't matter how fast you're going because the wind is going up over you. And then people were saying, oh, when you're on a sport bike, the wind holds you up. No, it doesn't. It doesn't hold you up at all. If you stick your head up and you're riding like a dork, sticking straight up and you got your head in the wind, then maybe it would hold you up, but nobody does that. When I'm on my bike, I do not feel the wind. I simply do not feel the wind because the fairings and the windshield make it go all around you. and you just don't feel any wind. I mean, sure, there's a little bit of buffeting, this and that, but um, uh, it doesn't hold you up. When people say that they haven't been on a sport bike and they haven't been north of 100 miles an hour, because they're speculating. So, I mean, can you imagine if you're on a naked bike and you're going 180? I mean, guys, here's a dose of reality. Tornado wind speeds. A moderate tornado is 112 miles an hour. A significant tornado is 157 miles an hour. A severe tornado is triple dashes. There is no fucking way that a person sitting on a seat is going to be able to survive a severe tornado. Do you follow what I'm saying? So anyway. Hey, Ghost Rider. Oh, Ghost Rider, you had a low side. I'm sorry about that. Where did that happen? Anyone else check Discord when Dean's and makes the bing sound? So, yeah, Ghost, I get that. Hey, Ghost, if you don't mind, and I'm not trying to make a big fuss about it, but yeah, no kidding, Bezzy. A naked bike at 180, not only would it suck, it would be just flat impossible, I think. But Ghost Rider, what happened? I'm sorry to hear that you had a low side. I hope you didn't get hurt, and I hope your bike isn't too messed up. You probably washed out. Yeah, pitchfork. Yeah, 140 on a naked bike. I don't think you get tucked enough. You must have been like, there's a term for that. It's called being in the paint. When you get down low and you're in the gas tank, the paint on the gas tank. Um, Wait a minute, Seth, GR. Oh, okay, Ghost Rider. Yeah. Um, yeah, bummer. Oh, yeah. So Jason's asking, do I have a one-piece quality leather suit? Um, as a matter of fact, I do. And I even have a photograph to show you so that you don't think I'm a liar. Da, 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 there's my tracksuit. I've never been on the track, but I have a leather tracksuit, a one piece. It's used, it's broken in. Somebody crashed, he's a little bit scuffed up on the shoulder. That was not me. I've never crashed my bike, I've never crashed a motorcycle. But yeah, I was going to be wearing this for wind resistance purposes because I have a high vis whatever motorcycle jacket, but it's a little bit too dirty from an aerodynamic standpoint, especially with the sleeves and the arms. They don't catch the wind that much, but I don't want to take any risks, especially once you get up to really high speed. In fact, I was wearing this when I hit 145 on the Honda and then on the S1000RR. And so I don't think it's a good idea to go above 120 unless you're really wearing some legit motorcycle gear that's made for high speeds. And so yeah, when I do my speed run, I'm going to be wearing this. I'm going to be looking like this, but I'll have my helmet on and I'll be wearing my gloves. Something bad happened to Miki. Oh, yeah, Miki's not in Discord. That's too bad. So let's see. There's 5 more minutes, and then I was going to call it a night so that I don't monopolize everyone's time, and I don't want to bore you guys to death anyway. If you guys have any suggestions for me, I am wide open. You won't hurt my feelings. I'm really interested in everyone's feedback and suggestions on things. Do you guys think I should do another live stream tomorrow, or should I wait until Wednesday? I don't know if this was completely worthless for you guys, or was it interesting? And if we do another live stream, some of the things that I could talk about is I could touch upon some of the answers that I give in Quora. I've got like 11.5 million views in Quora, and some of them have to do with cars, motorcycles, and I'm not a know-it-all. I'm a know-a-lot. I'll pass myself off as being a know-a-lot, and so I can talk about uh, professional bicycle racing issues, and I can talk about engines and what makes turbochargers good and what makes superchargers good and what makes inline fours good and V4s good and all kinds of other stuff. Um, and I'll do this one little thing just to show you this thing because it got 110 comments and 500 upvotes. How do smaller bikes like a 650? So I'll just touch real quick. I mentioned I took my 650 to Chicago to ride with Brian 636 for his Stunters ride. And I was saying that, you know, it's a smallish bike. It weighs 420 pounds, which isn't light. It has 67 horsepower, and it can hit 130. Now, that's not going to set any records, but it's not a joke. I mean, it's more bike than a R3 or a Ninja 300 or Ninja 400 or, you know, blah, blah, go down the list. But it's not a big bike. And then I've got my Honda, which weighs about the same actually, but it's got a lot more power and all that kind of stuff. And so I was saying, here's how I would travel. I know I'm a dork. That's how I rode. But then it's just funny. People say they're amazed that anyone can call a 650 a small bike. Well, there's people that go on long rides on a 250 or 300. Um, and anything over 500, anything over 750 is just overkill and a waste of powerful road use. Yeah, unless you're trying to go 200 miles an hour, then it's not always. But it's funny all the opinions that people have. I try to be very polite to people. I don't like to bite their heads off. I try to thank them for making comments. Blah 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 blah. So anyway, the point was, if the question is, should we have another live stream or not? And if we do, what would you be interested in me talking about? And some of the choices might be some of the topics that I have in my Quora answers based on the, oops, let me just see, based on the number of upvotes and engagement that I got with it, I guess. I could talk about cancer. I could talk about are belt drives better than chain drives? There's so much misinformation out there, guys. Like, what about drive shafts? Well, I know a ton about drive shafts with motorcycles and belts and chains. So yeah, I am going to kind of pass myself off as a quasi-expert on mechanical shit, especially as it applies to engines and cars and jets and and all kinds of other stuff, and what makes the Atkins cycle work and what makes the Kawasaki H2 Widowmaker a challenge. That damn thing only had 74 horsepower, and people made such a big deal about it, calling it a Widowmaker. But the reason is because the power hit so strange at the end. You're minding your own business, and all of a sudden the power hits like a mofo, like a freight train out of left field, like a bolt of lightning out of left field without warning. So there's plenty of stuff to talk about. But anyway, to wrap up, where are we? I've lost where. Trying to get back to the chat so that I could read the chat. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Okay. Talk about how to close your disk. Oh, angry. Yes. Okay, I will. All right, maybe so. In fact, that might be causing the echo, Angry. Thanks for that feedback. Just go live and start talking. Okay, yes, Angry. Good points. So Oh, angry. I'm sorry. It's showing alerts. That sucks. All right, I'll do that. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that. Um, no, Lucas, I've never attended any races at Riverside or Ontario, except I take it back. I did go to the Ontario racetrack for I don't know if it was drag racing or stock car racing. That was years back, but I've never been to a motorcycle race. I've raced on Laguna Seca, but I raced my bicycle. I'm telling you guys, I've ridden my bicycle like you guys just wouldn't believe. I'll spend a bunch of time bragging about my bicycle riding escapades. Um, but no, I've never been to a real I've never been to a motorcycle race of any kind. Um, yeah, I can talk about airplanes and jets to a certain extent, Lucas. I got plenty of answers on that. I know more than enough to be dangerous, but I'm not an expert, but I know a fair amount. And let me just look, whatever. Yeah, crosswinds suck on a sport bike, Pitchfork. That's true. They really suck. I've been in strong crosswinds and it like get blown off the road. It's impossible sometimes if they're up around 30 to 50 miles an hour. It's bad news. Um, so let's see. For group chats at an occasion. Okay, still going. Yeah, Laguna Seca on a bicycle. Yeah. No. So it's funny, Lucas. I've been up. The hills on Laguna Seca are not that steep. They're enough to get your attention, but they're short and they're not super steep. What is steep is San Francisco. I've ridden my bicycle all around San Francisco, and they get some freaking steep hills in San Francisco that are like way steeper than what you find at Laguna Seca. Um, so anyway, thanks for the feedback on things, guys, and I'll heed your advice. I will turn off notifications. I'll turn off Discord, and I'll just start talking. I won't be quite so what's the word? Self-conscious. And Seth, I'm sorry I didn't answer any of your questions. I don't know if you were talking to me. I didn't mean to ignore you. I haven't been paying attention to the stream. But if you guys do have suggestions, I'd really like you guys to guide the chat. I'll have like one or two topics that I can talk about, but then better that we let things meander as they seem. And this is just kind of temporary, guys. I don't know if this is going to be a regular thing. I might have multiple this week. I guess I'll probably do another one tomorrow night, unless I get feedback from you guys saying, this was such a complete waste of time. I'm irritated and I never want to see you again. Then I won't have a live stream again tomorrow night on Tuesday. But if you're interested, then I'll do it again. All right. Well, it was good seeing all of you. Quick shout out. Nice to see you, Nick Knack and Bezzy and Lucas and Pitchfork and Seth and Angry D. It was great to. Angry D is an excellent person, guys. I can vouch for Angry D. Hey, and here's one thing too. You guys know Neo? Neo's got 50,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. That's kind of impressive. Neo is an interesting person. He's different, but he's a legit writer. The guy knows his stuff, and he smoked way too much pot. I think in 1 week he smoked as much pot as I smoked in my whole life. But anyway, let me see if I'm missing anyone else to acknowledge for being here. Miki, Ghost Rider, Jason. I guess that's it. All right. I'll take one last glance at chat. All right. Very good. See you guys. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow night, same time at 8 o'clock. Unless I get negative feedback, it won't hurt my feelings. I don't mind you guys being brutally honest. If you think it's kind of a waste of time, then I won't do it. Yes, Angry, I get you. You're the fucking salt of the earth, dude. You're a solid dude. I love you to pieces. All of your rough edges and everything about you. Good night, all.